What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Tom Talks Rubbish, and today I'm back with another video on the TV show Castle, this time ranking each main character from worst to best. So let's get started. But for those of you that don't remember, Castle is a TV show where Richard Castle, played by Nathan Fillion, follows Stana Katic's character, Kate Beckett, around to research his mystery novels and help her investigate crimes. So I thought I would rank every main character from worst to best. What I consider main characters are people that have appeared in... They're basically the characters you expect to see when you turn on the show. They may not have appeared in every season, like, spoiler alert, at least 2 of them don't appear in every season. But, yeah. So, let's get started with my least favourite character being Captain Montgomery. And the main reason, for those of you that don't know, he is basically Beckett's boss and has the final say on everything she does. And although I really like him as a character, I really like the actor, and as a character he is entertaining, they just don't give him a backstory. All we know about him in the first 2 seasons, because he appeared in seasons 1 to 3, until he was killed in the season finale of season 3. I don't know. I just don't... I like him, but all you really know about him for the first 2 seasons is obviously he rose up the NYPD ranks and became a detective, and then eventually became a captain. He's a family man, as we know. He is obviously buddies with Richard Castle and knows how to talk to politicians because you see him a lot. They played poker together and other bits like that. But mainly, I think he ranks as low as he does because very much about his backstory is very limited. So, but the saving grace for this character for me is how he exited the show, being killed by sacrificing himself for Beckett, when the group of mercenaries that were after her because she was investigating her mother's murder wanted her, and he basically sacrificed himself so she wasn't killed. And I do like as well how that twist was put in on his character, that there was basically 3 dirty police officers that were involved in her mother's murder, and he was the 3rd one, and ultimately to do some good before he died, he sacrificed himself. So I do enjoy that. But yeah, I suppose he's just my least favourite character. Next one in the order is Lainey Parrish. She is the medical examiner that assists Beckett on most of her cases. Most. That's the key word. Like, not all. But yeah, I like her a bit more than Montgomery because she has a friendship with Beckett that we see throughout the seasons. It's her that pushes Beckett to I guess the word would be embrace Castle and not just see him as a distraction. She also has an on and off relationship with Detective Esposito, who is another character that I really enjoy. So I really enjoy their dynamic. And I just feel like her dynamic with the entirety of the show is better than Captain Montgomery's dynamic. But again, she's another character whose backstory you don't really know much about. Like, you don't know why she became an ME. You don't know why. Stuff like that, basically. Next character is Victoria Gates. also known as Iron Gates. She is the captain of the precinct after Montgomery's death. I actually really enjoy her character because I really enjoy how she doesn't enjoy at first having Castle in the precinct and basically steals the and basically actually stands up for herself rather than just being cowered down to the mayor, who is Castle's friend, that got him the job, basically. So I really enjoy that, but I do see the thing where people don't enjoy it, I suppose, and I really enjoy her dynamic with Beckett, of her just nurturing her to become a better cop. I love the fact that Ryan and Esposito are frightened of her, and like they could be talking, and as soon as the captain comes in, they're like, it's like a school teacher relationship, basically, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, but I really enjoy her backstory as well, of her being an internal affairs cop, and everyone thinking, oh, she's a police officer. She worked for basically the governing body of the police, the cops. She must hate cops. But then in an episode you learn that she does have a softer side, and she became an internal affairs detective because she wonders, because of something that happened when she was a patrol officer, and she wants to hold other police officers accountable. I feel like that's a relatable story. I really enjoy that. I wish she had a better exit, because she exits the show at the beginning of season 8 off screen, and she basically became. She got a promotion so Beckett could get her promotion, which we'll talk about in a bit. And yeah, I enjoyed that, but for me, I would have loved to have seen her get an on-screen exit. Yeah. Yeah, overall, I feel like her character was more developed than Montgomery's, and just bits like that, really. But the things I don't like about her character, again, the fact that she's not in every episode, she takes a lot of breaks, and like there's just bits that I don't know, like I just don't like bits about her character. And next character would be Alexis Castle, who is Castle's 17-year-old daughter at the start of the series, and I feel like, other than Beckett, who we'll get into in a bit, she is probably the most developed character throughout the series, because you see her going through high school and all the challenges that come with that. You see her go through college and all the stuff that comes with that, and also dating a lot of different people. So, and hers and Castle's relationship changes throughout the series, so I think that's cool. I really like how there's an episode where... No, there's a storyline where she moves in with a guy that Castle doesn't approve of, and it's Beckett that backs her up rather than Castle. So yeah, I guess that brings me to... I really enjoy her dynamic with Beckett. I think it's different to everyone else's, and I don't know. I just really enjoy that, I suppose. I really enjoy how her dynamic with her grandmother, who we'll get into in a bit, because Castle's mother appears in the series, and just bits like that, really. I enjoy storyline. I enjoy most of hers, however, is when in season 4 she's trying to find herself after high school, I think they'd call it in America, and she begins interning with Dr. Parrish, and the whole different dynamic that Castle has at work with her to at home, and it's just very creative, and I really enjoy seeing that, really. Next character, speaking of Castle's mother, is his mother, Martha Rogers. She is just your classic embarrassing mum. So I feel like everyone can relate to her character, whether you've had an embarrassing mum, whether you've been an embarrassing mum. Like, there's the scene that most springs to mind when I talk about her is she basically walks in on Castle and Beckett the first time they're intimate together, and I really enjoy that scene. But again, I feel like she's a character that grows throughout the series, because at the start of the series has basically moved in with Castle because an ex-flame has stolen all her money, and she's basically just happy to mooch off Castle and his success. But then throughout the series, towards the final season, she's beginning to work again. She's thinking about moving out on her own again, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy her dynamic with Alexis. I really enjoy her dynamic with Kate when Kate becomes Castle's girlfriend. And then one of the scenes I love to do with Martha is when Castle and Beckett are getting married, and Beckett and Martha just have a really sort of sweet, intimate moment where where she basically tells her, "Thank you for making my son so happy," and she gives her this really nice piece of jewellery that has been handed down through her family. And I'll admit, guys, that scene makes me tear up every time. I really enjoy her character and the way she matures. Again, and I just really enjoy her character, I suppose. Next one, and technically, guys, I'm going to lump these two characters together. A, to save time on the video, because I've been talking for a while. And B, because they're very similar characters in some ways. First one being Detective Javier Esposito, who is one of Beckett's subordinates, I guess. And the next one being Kevin Ryan, who's another one of Beckett's subordinates. Again, I really love these two, specifically for their bromance and partnership dynamic. I really enjoy their dynamic with Beckett on the job, where she's basically telling them what to do and stuff like that. But I really enjoy when they get one over on her. Like, there's a scene where, in an episode, where she's left the job because she got a promotion with another agency. So she goes back to work a case and tries to tell them what to do, and they just give her this look like, "You don't work here no more." So I enjoy that when they get one over on her. I enjoy, in the final season, both of them take the sergeant's exam. Esposito passes, who was least likely to pass, and Ryan doesn't, who everyone expected to pass. So I enjoy the dynamic of Esposito being like, "You didn't think I could pass, but I did, and you didn't." So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the fact that they both have their own individual stories of why they joined the force. Esposito's was because he was a soldier, and that just made the most sense. I really enjoy Ryan's because he grew up in a dodgy neighbourhood and basically wanted to clean it up. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the fact that they're different as characters. Like, Esposito is a playboy, and playboy sort of muscular man, and Ryan is just sort of quiet, sort of nerdier family man. If I had to rank both these characters individually, I would probably rank Ryan higher than Esposito, just because I relate to him more, but that's just my personal opinion. Let me know yours in the comments below. And yeah, and then with the final two characters, I'm going to do the same, and it's Richard Castle and Kate Beckett. Again, both these characters are very similar, but to be honest, I feel like Beckett has more growth in this season, because she goes from being only caring about her work to almost, when her and Castle are together, at that point thinking about having a family, and towards the end she's thinking about actually retiring, so thinking about life outside of work. So I really enjoy that. I really enjoy her. What's it called? I really enjoy the fact that both of them have their own origin stories. Like Beckett's is because she wants to find her mother's murderer, and Castle's is basically just because he wants to write books, and I enjoy that. I think, again, if I had to rank Beckett and Castle separately, I'd rank Castle higher just because Beckett, it's a show about Castle, and I enjoy that. And that's just it, really. I just enjoy that, really. And that's just it, really. So overall, guys, they're my rankings of the characters. Let me know yours in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!